What's up, everybody? Let's talk mental health, episode 2. Hopefully, you enjoyed episode 1, which got you number 2, but if not, welcome aboard anyway. This episode is about the escapes, the ways to escape those deep, dark thoughts, those ways to change your mindset when you feel all is lost or you just don't understand where you're going in life. And for everybody, your escape is going to be different. And I'll give you a bunch of examples for myself. But for me, when I'm sitting there and I just don't know what to do, I'll go for a long run. I'll put on some headphones and I'll just run and I'll run and I'll run and just clear my head and a little escape from the world. Or I'm big into boxing and kickboxing, things like that. I go to gym and just unload on the bags or just train and just find places where I can just release that anger, that frustration, and just find ways to just unload and just feel whatever. If I can't do that, I listen to music and I'll find music that inspires me. For me personally, Shinedown is a band that's very, very inspirational. Some of the lyrics are very meaningful, powerful. Linkin Park for a long time was a band that I would just always relate to because a lot of the words resonated with me, which made it kind of crazy when a person like Chester Bennington commits suicide. Just hits home like, man, like this is a person that you knew battled a crazy amount of demons and actually succumbed to them. But the words in the songs always meant a lot. But for me anyway, it's about music. I'll just put music in the car and go for a ride and just tune out and just find that place where it's like, all right, you know what? It's going to be okay. There's a better day, but you got to find an outlet. Like sitting home, watching TV or sitting in the dark, doing this really serves no purpose. Going out and getting completely high or drunk or whatever else doesn't really help either. A couple beers, yes, a couple beers here and there may relax you, make you feel better, but going out and getting blitzed or getting high out of your mind, what's going to happen is you're going to wake up the next day and the problems are still going to be there. You're not going to really feel the same, sense of moving on or new direction because it's just not really accomplishing anything. For me personally, like I said, working out, running, listening to music, they're nice escapes where I'll just, like I said, I'll spend a couple hours in the gym and just light up the bags or train or do whatever and just find that outlet. Or what you can do is reach out to a friend and say, hey, you know what? You want to go get you can say a beer, a burger. Do you want to get a coffee? Do you want to get this? You do that too. Hey, can I talk to you for a second? It's finding ways to be able to express yourself and release what's inside of you instead of letting it fester and dwell. And it's super important. Because what happens is if you don't do that, it can kind of keep building up steam where you're very upset and depressed on certain things and you find more things to be depressed about. It can go from having a bad day at work to then you got stuck at a red light to you go home and you spill your food. And it's like everything kind of triggers and goes down. It just kind of spirals out of control where you kind of find, so what you got to do is you got to find a way to stop it. Like, listen, I'm having one of these days where just everything sucks. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break this mode, break this tone right now by going to the gym, or I'm gonna go for a walk, or I'm gonna listen to music, or I'm gonna go see a concert, or I'm gonna find something to do to change my mindset as fast as possible. Because one of the worst things about mental health issues are they like I said, they linger and they'll just keep spiraling and they'll keep building and building and building, and you'll harp on it and you'll dwell on it and you won't get out of that mindset. And it's not easy to do. This has taken me a really long time to do this because I would fall in the trap of just being miserable every day. Now I would hide it well when I'm at work or wherever else, but then when I would go home or at my own personal space, I would drive myself insane with so many negative thoughts and hating everything and finding fault in everything and blaming everybody but myself. When half the things, it's your own mental battle where it's like where you see you stub your toe and this day, everything sucks. Where it's like, listen, it's an accident, things happen. I know I'm kind of minimalizing certain things, but it's just like you got to find something, and it's got to be something that means something to you that you enjoy. You can't force things. We'll see it now. Like I said, I go to a MMA gym. I train there. I coach them, everything else. You can't force somebody to do something they don't want to do. Like people will say, hey, I want to be, I want to be a boxer. I want to be this and that. They're in there for 2 seconds. They don't like getting hit. They're not going to come back anymore. And then that dream is gone, and they're not enjoying it, and they don't have the passion for it. So you got to find something you have passionate for. You have passion for. It could be checkers, chess, whatever it is. It could be some kind of whatever, knitting, bow and arrows, hunting, whatever it is. You got to find what you're truly passionate about and what your escape is that lets you change your mindset and makes you in a better mood. And it's got like, and it should not be any kind of substance or something like that. It's got to be something tangible, where it's something physical, mental, where when you're done, you're like, hey, you know what? That's exactly what I needed. So for me, this is about, you got to find what it is, and it can, and again, if it's not something that you can do by yourself and it requires talking to somebody else, find that person, or listen, you want to message me or whatever, that's cool too. I don't care. But you got to be able to recognize it, acknowledge it, and take that action to correct it as fast as possible. Like I said, it's very easy to sit in the dark every day for a week. That week turns into a month, to 2 months, 3 months, and you're losing so much precious time of this short life. So when you find it, recognize, like, you know what? I know what this day is. I know this feeling. I need to change it. Go blast music. Go do something that helps you change your mindset, feel better, and it's a very good first step to having a better grasp of how to deal with mental health issues. So this is, just quick thoughts on it, some escapes, some ways to handle it. It's never easy. It's the first time you go through it and you figure it out, and finding out what you truly enjoy. And again, you can't force it. It's going to be something naturally that you find yourself attracted to, whatever it is, any kind of hobby, any kind of music, whatever it is, it'll help you. So episode 2 in the books. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Talk to you later.